It's day 1548 of Getting Sued by Impossible Foods. Let's talk about food dyes. All right, if you've been paying attention to the health and wellness space on the internet at all, you're probably hearing about the MAHA movement. This is Make America Healthy Again. And it's primarily pushed by RFK Jr., but there's a lot of advocates online as well. And again, not making a political issue out of this, RFK was a Democrat for pretty much his entire life. And a lot of these MAHA moms are actually pretty left-leaning. But they all seem to care about the kids and the nutrition that they're getting. And politically speaking, it does seem like they're starting to have an impact. I mean, just this week, you saw 5 different companies announce that they're going to drop their food dyes. General Mills announced that late last week, and Kraft Heinz announced something similar on the same day. Then earlier this week, Nestle announced that they're going to do the same thing. And then Conagra Brands did the same thing. I actually wasn't familiar with these guys, so I looked them up and I had to figure out how to pronounce their name. But they're the guys behind Ready Whip, Slim Jim, and I think they have a veggie burger brand too. And then right after that, Smucker's announced the same thing. So from like a macro standpoint, you're having a slew of multi-billion-dollar companies work to remove the questionable dyes from their products in order to respond to the interests of the consumers. So you would think that other consumer brands that want to skate to where the puck is going and capture what the consumers are looking for would probably try to follow in their footsteps. But it seems like Impossible Foods wants to do the opposite. This is a filing that Impossible Foods filed a couple months ago. So this is a petition filed on March 7th, 25, proposing that the color additive regulations be amended to expand the safe use of soy hemoglobin as a color additive. This is their star ingredient that they try to use in a lot of their product. There's actually a lawsuit about this a couple years ago where people tried to sue in order to get further safety testing on this compound. They seem concerned because, quote unquote, there were a number of potential adverse effects that were detected in a short-term rat trial. I did some digging because I wanted to find out what the study was that got this approved because I've got some time. And I ended up finding this note. You can pause and read it, but this note basically says that they were originally going to do a 90-day study on rats. And then after reviewing that idea, changed it to just a 28-day study. And as far as I could find, this is the only study I've seen on it. If there are others, please let me know. And apparently other people have questions about this too, because they've been trying for 6 years to get this approved in Europe, and it's still not approved. What do they know that we don't? All right, guys, this rabbit hole is actually going way deeper than I thought it would. So you're going to have to tune in a couple days for part 2. But the macro takeaway here is that major companies are starting to take artificial ingredients and dyes out of their food. Meanwhile, Impossible Foods is filing more petitions to let theirs stay in, it seems. And the safety profile upon which those ingredients were approved seems to be one study on rats that lasted 28 days. I don't know about you, but that seems like a little short to me. But I get it. A 90-day trial might be too long. They're a big company. They got stuff to do. Like sue small businesses for their trademarks. Again, everything in this video is public. It's Googleable. You can also find a lot of stuff through Freedom of Information Act. I'm just asking questions about publicly available information and newsworthy events. And if I was an advisor, an investor, or a company interested in acquiring another brand, I would be super concerned that these executives don't really understand the zeitgeist of the moment in the health and wellness space. All right, guys, that's day 1548 of Getting Sued by Impossible Foods. The trial's in November. I'll see you tomorrow.